Hi everyone, it's Tori from Tinicum Library, and today I am joined with a very special guest. This is Big Ted. Big Ted is starting a new adventure at our library. He was very thoughtfully gifted to us by Christen Cooper, the author of Marvin's Big Adventure and other stories. So today I thought it would be a great idea to read Big Ted's book. And if you really like Big Ted, you can follow along at his library adventure by visiting the library or visiting tinicumlibrary.org/Big Ted. There we post pictures of Big Ted and we also share his diary entries. Marvin and the New Kid, Story and Photos by Christen Cooper. To all my wonderful friends at the Tinicum Library, thank you for being my forever home. Love, Big Ted. It was an ordinary day at monkey school and Marvin and his friends were gathered for circle time. The monkeys all held hands and sung their happy morning song. Smile, smile, it's a brand new day. Let's be friends and let's all play. Together we'll have fun all day. So, Marvin, what did you do last night? Asked Ollie. Well, first, Jacob and I played video games, and then I colored my duck picture. Marvin held up his artwork. It was very colorful. His friends all smiled. Hey, did you all hear the big news? Asked Miss Kiki. We are getting a new kid at monkey school tomorrow. Really? Said Marvin. What's his name? His name is Big Ted, said Kiki. Big Ted? Wow, is he a gorilla? Asked Marvin. Kiki shook her head. Nope, he's not a gorilla. You tell me, does Big Ted look like a gorilla? Oh, I bet he's a chimpanzee like me, said Marvin. That would be so cool. Actually, Big Ted isn't a monkey, Marvin. What? Not a monkey? But this is monkey school, Miss Kiki, said Marvin. Marvin, Kiki smiled. Big Ted is a bear. A bear! Marvin put his hands up to his face in fear. We can see what Marvin's thinking. He's getting chased by a bear. Don't bears have big teeth and sharp claws? Don't bears eat everything? Marvin was very worried. And his name is Big Ted. Oh no. Do bears even get along with monkeys? Said Ollie. He began to worry too. All the monkeys began to get very nervous. None of them had ever met a bear. Things started to get out of control. Calm down, said Kiki. You're all being silly. None of us have even met him yet. Plus, I heard he is a rescue bear. Rescue, said Marvin. Rescued from where? The trash, said Kiki. Jacob's mom found him sitting out on trash day. Listen, I'm sure Big Ted is very nice, and his name is Ted, which is short for teddy bear, and they are soft and cuddly. Kiki smiled. Later that night, Marvin laid awake thinking about Big Ted. He was not sure he liked the idea of having a bear at monkey school. Bears don't hang upside down from trees. They don't like all things banana or even scratch under their arms just for fun. How could this work, he wondered. The next day, during circle time, there was a sudden knock at the door. The monkeys all looked at each other. Then Marvin yelled, Big Ted! Shh, said Kiki. Please don't yell. The door opened slowly, and all the monkeys could see was Schmunky sitting there holding his favorite heart pillow. And behind him was a very big pair of fuzzy legs. Ollie, I would like you to meet Big Ted, the new kid, said Schmunky. Big Ted leaned down toward Ollie. Hi down there, he said. Then he laughed deeply. Big Ted came in and sat right down in the middle of the circles. The monkey just stared at him in surprise. He sure was a big bear. So, what's everyone talking about? Asked Big Ted. Kiki giggled. Nothing yet. So, Big Ted, where are you from? Asked Kiki. I used to live with a family down the street until they decided they did not want me anymore. I thought it was the end of me when they put me out on trash day. The monkeys listened carefully. Luckily for me, Jacob's mom saw me before the trash truck came. Miss Kiki put her little paw on Big Ted's arm. Hey, it's so nice outside today. When is recess? Asked Big Ted. Crazy Chico squeaked loudly. He loved recess. Suddenly, he jumped onto Big Ted's big head. There's Chico and Big Ted. Okay, Chico, let's go outside for a while, said Ollie. Big Ted headed out first, found the biggest chair he could find, and stretched out in the sun. Almost instantly, Big Ted was sound asleep. Then he began snoring, loudly. "Do you think he's okay?" said Marvin. "He fell asleep really, really fast." "Oh, Marvin, let the big guy sleep," said Kiki. "Remember, bears love to take naps." "See, I told you he wouldn't fit in," said Marvin. "Who naps at recess?" Suddenly, Big Ted woke from his little nap and headed towards the friendship tree. Slowly and carefully, he began to climb. The monkeys could not believe what they were seeing. "Wow, he's a pretty good climber," said Marvin. Kiki giggled. "And you said bears couldn't climb trees like monkeys." Chico squeaked excitedly and headed for the tree to join Big Ted. Marvin and the gang just stared up at him. "Hey guys, look at me," said Big Ted. He leaned over and smiled from the top of the tree. Marvin climbed up next to Big Ted. "Hey, where did you learn to climb like that?" asked Marvin. Big Ted smiled. "Most bears climb, Marvin. Some are just better than others." Soon, Miss Kiki and Ollie climbed up too and joined the fun. Before long, Marvin, Big Ted, Miss Kiki, and Ollie were laughing and talking about all kinds of things. "I love peanut butter and banana sandwiches," said Marvin. "Me too," said Big Ted. "I packed that for lunch. We can share." "Great. Do you like to play hide and seek?" asked Marvin. "Of course," said Big Ted. "Let's all play after lunch, okay?" After a while, Ollie and Kiki headed down the tree, but Marvin and Big Ted stayed. After a while, Ollie and Kiki began to wonder what they were still talking about up there. Finally, they came down and everyone except Marvin and Kiki went inside for lunch. "Well, Marvin, honey," said Kiki, "it looks like you made a new friend." Marvin smiled. "Yes, you're right. Big Ted is nice, and wow, is he big," he giggled. "He's not scary at all. He's just a big teddy bear." After lunch, all the monkeys and Big Ted went back outside to play hide and seek. Marvin was it, so he covered his eyes and started to count. 1, 2, 3. The monkeys scattered and Big Ted too. 4, 5, 6. Marvin's voice got louder. Miss Kiki yelled, "No peeking, Marvin!" 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not, here I come! As Marvin uncovered his eyes, he looked around the yard and suddenly realized that Big Ted definitely was not good at playing hide and seek. The end for now. Now, this book was written a few years ago, and we now know that there's an update. Now, Big Ted is going to be living at Tinicum Library. At the end of the story, there's actually a page that tells you the true story of how Big Ted came to be. One day, while driving to a reading program, I saw a giant stuffed bear sitting out on trash day. As I drove past him, I looked in my rearview mirror and quickly realized I could not just drive away. After a closer look, I decided to rescue the big fella. When I arrived at my destination and got out of my car, I was overcome by the silliness of this huge stuffed bear in my backseat. What would I do with him, I wondered. For fun, I quickly posted a picture of Big Ted on social media. Almost instantly, Big Ted was a big hit with my friends. After posting a few more pictures of Big Ted around the house, the comments started rolling in, and I realized that Big Ted had big potential. The rest, as they say, is history. And here are the original pictures of Big Ted. One more thing I like to point out about this book that I love is that down in the corners here are little tiny pictures of Marvin the monkey. And if you flip through the book, you can see Marvin doing jumping jacks and dancing and having fun. Goodbye for now from me and Big Ted, and you can come visit us at the Tinicum Library. Bye!